Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little stream for you lads, and that's we're back here for some evening news roundup. We're going to discuss the latest goings on of the day, all the latest updates in regards to new signings, transfers, and the latest. So let's get stuck in. How are we all doing? Thank you very much for joining us all up here in the chat, guys. Who've we got here? Must Play, what's going on? Scott Problems, Sanjay, PJ, Malps, hello to you, lad. Paul S, getting in here raw, lad. Great to have you. Must Play, Colin Ralph, what's happening? Ian Ernest, Ronaldo fan, Kim, RFC, yes, Duncan, Mercato, good evening, you legend, welcoming you, Don. Thank you for getting in here. Hope you had a great day at work, my friend. Butters, Larry, and everybody else who's in here as well. Big up to all the legends. Thank you for joining. We've got plenty to get into tonight. Do us a favour at the start of this stream then and smash that like button on it. Give us a big thumbs up at the start of the show. And share it around on social media somewhere. You know it makes sense. Give us a share around. You can actually repost the link at the top of the live chat there. Give us a cheeky little repost, that will help us out. And smash the thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. Right, let's get stuck in then. Yes, mate, absolutely. Still got to get a couple of melts out, don't we? Hello, Disco Dave, Saeed, Scott, Mr. Leo, everyone, thanks for joining. So, yeah, little late night chat here, guys. Let's start off with the biggest sort of news and the updates of the two biggest signings we're working on right now, which is obviously Matthijs de Ligt and Noussair Mazraoui. These signings are basically done, obviously, but we're just waiting for finalizations, medicals to be done, completed, and everything finalized. There are lots of reports coming out that it's to be expected that this will be tomorrow, that this is all going to be conducted and completed, and that these should be announced officially from the two clubs tomorrow. So Monday could be the fun day for United fans when we see de Ligt and Mazraoui officially unveiled, hopefully, as United players. Obviously still a little bit to do there on Bissaka as well, but doesn't look like there's any problems there. So Monday, medical day, Monday, unveiling day, Monday, Mazraoui day, Monday, de Ligt day. Let's go. Almost said something else then. Let's go. So hopefully we see these two guys unveiled tomorrow anyway, folks. Let's see the updates. So this is from Fabrizio way earlier on today. He just reported that, oh, this is something else, actually. Don't worry about that. That's something else. Yeah. This is what I wanted to talk about. So Monday will be the day for Matthijs de Ligt and Noussair Mazraoui. Plan 100% confirmed. So yeah, basically Monday, guys. Tomorrow looks like that's the day that's going to be announced from Man United. Obviously medicals finished and everything, and then we have these two players in. Get in there, my son. Come on. United need to sign a couple of players. Obviously we went into that Community Shield with a couple of geriatric melts, or not necessarily melts, but very much aging players in Johnny Evans, and well, Maguire's not that old, but he might as well be 100 years old with the fucking pace that he's got. Do you know what I mean? Goodness me. Slabby Maguire, I don't think he's going to lose much pace as he gets older, is all I'm saying, because he never bloody had any to begin with. You know, when he's 90 years of age, in his nursing home or whatnot, on his Zimmer frame, he'll basically still be moving about the same pace as he is now. So that's the sort of situation there with Slab. He's not old, he's just slow and shite. Johnny Evans, he's getting on a bit. And we started that Community Shield game with those two guys as our starters. That's mad, isn't it? That's absolutely mad. But now we've obviously got de Ligt coming in. Hopefully that will never happen ever again. Because those guys are fine to have as backups and options, but they're not really fine to be starting big games like that for United. We need that quality and depth there, definitely. So yeah, get de Ligt in there. He's going to be partnering the Butcher, Lisandro Martinez, going forward. You know that's going to be a potent partnership, guys. I mean, let's hope. We'll have to wait and see, but they're both very good on the ball. They're both, Ajax friends, you know, coming through, obviously, that system previously. So there's some sort of foundation there, anyway, to be built upon. And then they've got that, Ajax friends friend behind them in Andre Onana as well, you know, and they're soon to have, Ajax friend over on that right back spot as well, because Noussair Mazraoui's coming in as well. So, you know, obviously lots and lots of players. And in front of him, you obviously have Anthony Dos Santos playing sometimes. Ajax friend. So we are literally just buying Ajax players. They've all played for Ajax, basically. But anyway, hey, we got a super chat here. Thank you very much for the super duper chat there, my son. Thank you very much there, lad. Paul S with a super chat. Big up. And thank you everyone else who's getting in the chat. Joseph, what's up? Gav, sorry if I missed any new legends getting in here. Keep hitting those thumbs ups. 141 legends in here, 66 likes. Give us a spike up there on the algorithm by twatting the like button, guys. It's free to do so. Nice one. Paul says, get Sancho out. Good window. Get Ugarte in too. Great window. Get Rashford out. Superlative window. Hey, Paul, fair play to you. You know, you've basically summed it up well, really. So far, Ineos, you've got to say, have done a cracking job with recruitment early doors. I mean, not a cracking job, but a good job with recruitment early doors. There was a little bit of a delay with these last couple. These couple we're working on now. But other than that, they've got some good players in, some new replacements. They've let a couple go. I heard Rafael Varane got injured on his debut for Como, by the way, guys. Is that true? I heard a little rumour about that. It doesn't surprise me. Let's be honest, his knees are made out of looking paper, that guy. And so, yeah, it's good that we got rid of him, obviously. And Tony Marcia was such a shart merchant as a player for us, very bad. So good that we got rid of him. There's still a couple of lingering melt bags around the gaff, some proper lingerers that would just not go anywhere, like a fart in a spacesuit. You know, the likes of Slabo Maguire, for instance, hanging around. Stench getting up your nose, can't do anything about it. This is the problem that we've got, obviously. But yeah, if we could get some of these out, it would be a better window. And like you say, Ugarte or at least some sort of CDM or central midfield option would be brilliant for us to strengthen in all the areas that we needed to. Yeah, nice one. Thank you for that, Paul S, you legend. I appreciate you getting there, you legend. Also, big up Jay United, lad, for being a 14-month member of this channel. Big up Jay. Thank you, Jay. Hey, Piggy, hope you and Mrs. P are well. You both got me so addicted to Tony's chocolate only. Thanks for introducing us to that chocolate. Dude, I'm sorry, lad. It's like crack for chocolate heads, isn't it, mate? So sorry about that, Jay. It is bloody good stuff, though, eh? Hey, Burble, what's going on, you legend? Let's go. Yes, hashtag 14. Get some hashtag 14s in the live chat there. Jay's been a member for 14 months. Big up yourself there, Jay United, my lad. Thank you so much. Let's also discuss this because this is, so it says Max Eber expects the transfer of Matthijs de Ligt and Noussair Mazraoui to Man United to be finalised soon. The Bayern boss on whether there will be an announcement shortly. He said, it looks like it. As reported, flight to Manchester and medical booked for Monday. Eber also spoke about the possibility of further new signings. We'll see. We've already brought players and already have a squad that is very, very strong. So quite interesting comments there as well, which is interesting, obviously, from the Bayern boss there via Fabrizio Romano. So it looks like, obviously, tomorrow's the day, guys. It's coming tomorrow, guys. Plus, also, Wan-Bissaka's situation. Let me just give you the update on Wan-Bissaka, because that obviously ties into this whole Mazraoui transfer as well. Like, we're trying to get rid of one player to bring another one in. Obviously, get rid of his wages, get that money back. He's basically paying for the Mazraoui deal. So, and he's the same player in the same position, if you know what I mean. So, obviously, get rid of him. He's going to West Ham. He was supposed to travel down to London today to have a medical, I believe, but some sort of delay going on there, which means that he's now also going to be conducting his medical and everything tomorrow alongside, well, not alongside, but along with De Ligt and Mazraoui at United, but he's going to be doing his, obviously, at West Ham United. So the updates there, let's have a look at this from David Ornstein a couple of hours ago. David Ornstein reported that work continues to resolve Aaron Wan-Bissaka's move from Man United to West Ham, issues between the 26-year-old and the club's optimism at both ends, but Man United are relaxed. Meant to travel to London today for medical, but still in Manchester. So there were some delays, you know, quite interesting. Apparently there's not too much to be worried about there, though. Fabrizio Romano giving an update a bit later on, saying West Ham are not worried on Aaron Wan-Bissaka deal as documents have already been prepared. Final steps between Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Man United on payoff to be sorted soon, and then Aaron will be ready to complete his medical. So just a few things slowing the deal down there due to him wanting Manchester United to pay him a significant amount of money to go. That's what it seems like at the moment. And I just want to say, I'm so glad that the previous regime of absolute bloody melters at this football club running things behind the scenes are gone, largely, because, you know, they really did stitch us up a lot of the time, didn't they? Just putting huge players on huge money makes it so difficult to sell players all the time. Even good players, players obviously are interested in playing for other good teams in the Premier League. They're interested in having them, but often it's the amount of money that they're paid weekly at United which is the stumbling block, because nobody in their right mind will pay the money that we pay players, basically. So that always is a bit of an issue. We might have to pay Wan-Bissaka a little golden handshake just to part ways. We'll see, but it's just a formality, guys, at this stage. He is obviously going. And here's a little update from Florian Plettenberg as well, from Sky Sports Germany, who just reports the medical for Aaron Wan-Bissaka on Monday morning. So Wan-Bissaka, medical tomorrow as well, sold to West Ham. Mazraoui and Ligt, medicals tomorrow, coming to United from Bayern. Obviously, a total price altogether of around about 60 million, plus some add-ons for Mazraoui and Ligt. It represents very good value for money, and then obviously we are getting rid of Wan-Bissaka, who's basically financing the Mazraoui deal. It's good business, guys. It is good business. I don't want to see Wan-Bissaka sold. I love him. I love the Spider. But he is going. By all accounts, wants to leave due to perhaps lack of first-team game opportunities, whatever. I understand. It's a shame that we sold him to a Premier League, I guess, rival. I'm not really convinced of West Ham are rivals, but, Premier League team, a decent Premier League team. I'm disappointed in that. I'm also disappointed in the amount of money we got. Not a huge amount of money, 15 mil. It's a joke. It's a bloody joke. Unicorn Sky, thank you so much, Unicorn Sky, you legendess. How you doing tonight? Thank you for getting in here with a £5 super chat. Get in there. Break out the Sues in the chat there for Unicorn. Thank you very much, Unicorn Sky. I hope you're good tonight. She says, hey, Piggy, hope you're well. Sat playing Sims 4. Tempted to make you on Sims 4. Live streaming in your garage. Oh, my God. Please do. You have to make it pretty convincing. There's got to be it's got to be a full working garage as well. You know what I mean? It's got to have like a hedge trimmer in the corner like I've got here, and like a fucking lockbox filled with tools and all that sort of shite. So yeah, good luck with that one, Unicorn. You've made it when people are making little avatar versions of you on Sims. You know what I mean? Get in there, Unicorn. Thank you so much. Have a great time playing that, though. And if you do end up making me on the game, then please do take a picture of it and send it to me, because it's not every day somebody recreates your likeness on a video game. You know what I mean? Thank you so much for that, by the way. Yeah, Kate says you should, Sky. Absolutely, that'd be great. Thank you so much. Right, yeah, get in there. So that's the latest sort of a news there, guys, on those three players. Wan-Bissaka going to West Ham, that's a formality, 15 million quid. Medical tomorrow. De Ligt coming to United, 50 million euros altogether, all told. 45 up front, 5 down the line. Coming tomorrow, medical tomorrow. And Mazraoui, 20 million all told, euros. And he's coming tomorrow, medical tomorrow. So that's the situation there, guys. Get in there. We still obviously got to hope that we're working on the likes of Ugarte as well, or somebody else perhaps. We're going to get on to the next bit of news. We've got some other big news to get into in a moment. But before we do, let's just dip into the live chat for a few minutes, see what you legends are saying about this whole De Ligt, Mazraoui, Wan-Bissaka situation, and then we'll get on to the next bit of news. But thank you for being in here, everyone, and big up RBSK as well for becoming a member on the channel. Let's go, RBSK, you legend. Everybody welcome him aboard the Bacon Express immediately. Thank you so much there, RBSK. I appreciate you becoming a member again, lad. Let's go. Kate Cadet says that hairline does look significantly higher, Pig. I mean, it's getting there, isn't it, Kate Cadet, to be honest? It is getting there, lad. I mean, what it is, I think, is because I've got the bit of a man bun at the back there with the hair bubble holding it up. I reckon I pull a lot of the hairs out from the front. So I reckon if I didn't actually have this man bun stuff at the back, I reckon my hairline would be more like down here, lad. But all of these ones have just been pulled out, you see. That's what I think, Kate Cadet. Yeah, nice one. Either that or, maybe, that's not the case. And, maybe you should just mind your own goddamn business there, the Kate Cadet, lad. Hey, Mr. Baldy Locks and the free hairs over there, giving it the big about somebody else's hairline. How dare you? Okay, so medical Monday for Wan-Bissaka. Right, let's see what you guys are saying. De Ligt and Martinez to be our centre-back pairing for the next few years. Spot on 100% Mikato. I'm with you there, boss. I think that's probably going to be the likeliest thing. Obviously, Lenny Yoro's going to turn out to be a very good player for us long-term as well, hopefully. He's only 18. Injured at the moment, nightmare. But in terms of potential and how much he's going to feature, it should only get more and more and more and more over the years. So get in. He's probably going to be playing second fiddle, though, to the likes of De Ligt and Martinez for a little while, but he's only 18, remember. So, yeah, definitely, I think you're right, though. I think those will be the two main centre-backs at the football club for at least a little while now. Martinez and De Ligt will be the pairing, won't they? Yeah, I like it. I actually really do like that pairing because you've got tenacity in both the players. Obviously, De Ligt is a different sort of physicality player than Martinez. Martinez is like a little terrier, low centre of gravity, strong like bull, like great in the air, great in the tackle, tenacious, great passer, quick as well, great on the ball, great touch, for a defender especially. So that's Martinez, but De Ligt is a little bit different. De Ligt is, he's almost, I don't want to describe him as a Dutch Harry Maguire, but he's he's definitely a different sort of a player to Martinez. He's he's a ball playing centre back. He's going to be obviously good in the air because he's big, strong, tall, all that sort of stuff, and comes through that sort of Ajax system. So he should have some sort of understanding of what Ten Hag, what his teammates are sort of doing at the football club. That's the idea. Hey, no worries, Stephen Shipman. Welcome in, you legend. How you doing? Thank you for joining us, Stephen Shipman, you legend. Yeah, 100% Sanjay. I'm with you there. Amas as well. Good option for us over on that left-hand side. Definitely, lad. Get in there, you Don. Sky Sports Racing started off in a little booth, now has a full-on studio. Won't be long before it happens. Oh, thank you very much. You never know. Yeah. Well, if you want to see the channel grow, then all you have to do is smash the likes on it, share us around when you can, get involved whenever you can, tell your granny about it, tell your friends about it, and the channel will grow organically, won't it, mate? Yeah, nice one. We're coming up to 83,000 subscribers, so we're getting there. Right, I'm going to get on to the other big news then. We are going to have a Q&A at the end of this stream as well, but let's just get on to the other big news of the day. Bruno Fernandes' new contract. So, get in there, my son. Come on. Bruno. Listen, Bruno Fernandes is our best player, isn't he? Blatantly. He's just blatantly our best player, guys. Most consistent. Okay, not consistent all the time, but who is? Certainly in a struggling team, he's always been a breath of fresh air in our side, hasn't he? Really love Bruno Fernandes. He's the sort of player that most teams in the world, I think, would want. He's a top quality player. Great tenacity on him. Always working his socks off for the team. I'm buzzing my tits off, guys, if this news about Bruno Fernandes is true and that we can get this deal over the line. We'll cover all the latest updates in a moment, but let's just read this very quickly. Paul S. Super Chat, lad. Thank you, Paul. If Branthwaite comes in too, Maguire and Lindelof knocking on coach's door asking for transfer. Yeah, blatantly, you would think, Paul. Probably not, though. Probably Harry Maguire and Lindelof quite content to just sit around collecting their paychecks, scratching their asses for a year, lad, and then leave on a free. That's my humble opinion, particularly Harry Maguire, So we'll see. You would think that that's what they would want as professionals. If they're not getting game time, they're not getting opportunities, you'd think they'd want to leave, but I'm not so sure about those melts, particularly Mags, who's on 180 grand a week and literally only has a year left. So I don't think that's true. I personally don't think that even if Branthwaite signed, we could get rid of those. In all fairness, we're not signing Branthwaite, mate. I mean, don't mark my words on it or anything, but I can't imagine we're signing Branthwaite, mate, after signing De Ligt and Yoro and Mazraoui, another defender as well. I just think that we're not going to strengthen again there now. Maybe we will, but we probably won't see anything like that happen until you can actually guarantee the departures of melts like Maguire and Lindo. If you can guarantee them going, then maybe we will look to recruit there in that position. But I don't think so now because we've already signed De Ligt and Yoro now. So we'll see, but that'd be cool. I mean, Branthwaite, they just wanted too much money. We were interested in Branthwaite, but they wanted like £70 million for him. It's an absolute joke. So I'm not surprised that that deal fell down. And if you consider that we've spent 50 million euros all told on De Ligt, it's much better value for money, isn't it? What's that, like 43 million pounds or something, somewhere around there? It's a lot better than 70 million. And we're getting somebody with like 4 more years extra senior experience playing in like Champions League teams and all sorts. So I think we've done really well there. Decided not to get Branthwaite into going for De Ligt. But yeah, I don't think we're going to see any more defenders coming. In reality, United now need to sign probably a central defensive midfielder as a minimum. And then we've done all right. I do look at the left-back spot as a vulnerable position and think we need to get somebody there 100%. Because let's face it, we've got that Luke Shaw, Frey Bentos individual there. Can't rely on him. In fact, he's bloody just done, isn't he, mate? He's just basically done. He's done. And then also... Malacia, you can't rely on him either. He's injury prone. Amas looks a good one. Guys. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. But I certainly would like it if we could get a left back in as well. That'd be nice. But that is big news anyway. Look at that. Fabrizio Romano as well. This is the news on Bruno Fernandes. Manchester United have reached an agreement with Bruno Fernandes to extend his contract. New deal will be valid until June 2027, plus the option included for further season, June 2028. Salary at the top Man United level. So top Man United level means, 350k a week, Rashford vibe, surely. That's the sort of money he must be nearly on, or somewhere in that region. I don't know. I've heard different reports. Some saying 250k, some saying 300k, some saying 350k. I mean, Rashford's reportedly on 350k, so if he's on top Man United level, surely that means he's on that sort of money. Let's just ask the live chat, how much do you think it's worth paying Bruno Fernandes per week? All things considered, with how wages are these days and salaries are these days. Tell us how much you think he's actually worth. I mean, if Rashford's worth 350k, then Bruno's worth 350k. If Rashford's worth 350k, Bruno's worth 500k, to be honest with you, because he's better than Gashford. He's much more consistent and a leader and a fighter, and he just always gives it his all, this guy. 2k. Are you having a laugh there, RBSK, my son? 300k, 350, no more than 200. 350k, says Disco Dave. Well, Bruno has earned it. He has earned it. Absolutely, he has earned it. 350k. Yeah, Berber says Bruno's carried this club whilst watching lesser players steal a living. Bruno deserves every penny for keeping us relevant. Precisely, exactly. Don't hate the player, hate the game. The money in football is crazy, but Bruno getting 350k is just in keeping with other top players. It's absolutely appropriate, to be fair, for somebody like that who he by all rights, Bruno Fernandes could be wanting more from his football career. United, yeah, it's a huge club. We love United. Look, obviously, United's the best club in the world to me, but to random people who are from Portugal who don't necessarily have an affinity with Manchester United growing up. I think he did, to be fair, because obviously Ronaldo and all that. But, it's not his favoured club, is it? Do you know what I mean? But he's just here. He could be forgiven for wanting to go and play for a Real Madrid or a Barcelona or whoever. He could be forgiven for going to want to do that. But he doesn't want to do that. He seems to want to play for Manchester United. He seems to want to be here and get this club back to where we want to be. He's a Manchester United player. And for that, I fucking love you, Bruno Fernandes. You know what I mean? He wants to be here. He's a hungry player. There's only ever really been a couple of games at United where I've been pretty disappointed with his input. Most of the time, I'm really happy with Bruno's levels and always happy with his effort levels, you know what I mean? So, yep, Gav says, I thought you wanted to stop paying crazy wages. Well, we do, but it's not crazy wages to pay Bruno Fernandes 350k a week because he's actually earned it. He's actually worth it. What it is crazy is to pay somebody like, say, Harry Maguire 180k a week. That is crazy. But paying Bruno in, money that's in line with the top players that they're getting around Europe, it makes sense. There's nothing wrong with that. Bruno's earned it. Bruno deserves it. Bruno's a class player. We're a better team for having Bruno in the team. If Bruno was put on the transfer list tomorrow for 80 million quid, every team in the world, the top teams in the world, I'm sure would be interested in Bruno because he's an absolute quality player. And we're lucky to have Bruno Fernandes in a lot of ways. You actually haven't seen the best of Bruno Fernandes for a couple of years either. When he first came in at United, he was absolutely on fire. And that was like that new club, lift, boost, whatever you want to say. But he really did hit the ground running. But I think you've got to say that the levels at United over the last couple of seasons have just been crap. So Bruno's going to find it more difficult to have a more successful time. And even in really struggling seasons, his chance creation is always fantastic. If you go back to the season before last, he had the most chances created in the league out of any player, including Kevin De Bruyne. The only difference is he didn't get as many assists or anything because his teammates were shy at putting the ball in the back of the net, classic. But he was creating the chances for Manchester United. He was always a great talisman for us and a leader and a creator. So, yeah, great news this. I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing about Bruno signing up for another 5 year or 4 years potentially. It's obviously a 3-year deal until 2027, but then with an option for an extra year. So I'm buzzing about potentially having Bruno Fernandes at the club for another 4 years or 3 years minimum. Happy days. We need to try and get quality in this team, and he's a quality player. Imagine if we lost Bruno Fernandes. Imagine if Bruno left this summer. Like, what would be the situation at United? We'd be playing like Mount there, and that would be awful. Or we'd be playing maybe like Christian Eriksen or something, I don't know. But we certainly would be a worse team for it. Bruno Fernandes is a fantastic player, no doubt. Hey, movers and shakers, thank you for the red devil, mate. Get in there, my son. Come on. Get some devil horns in the live chat there. Thank you, movers and shakers, very much indeed there for the super sticker of the red devil there, you legend. Come on. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much. Stretford Gamer, what's good? Piggy, just imagine Friday night, Lissandro, De Ligt, Xerxes and Maz coming out onto Old Trafford Field. Jesus, I'm buzzing, man. It's going to be good there, Stretford Gamer. I hope you're right. I hope we do get to see some of these new additions much sooner. but I don't think, particularly Friday night is going to happen because, obviously some of these players are only just coming in. Maybe all those players you mentioned might feature. We'll see. Xerxes didn't feature in the Community Shield, but maybe that's because he's been saved for the opener against Fulham. We shall see. Yeah, definitely Berber. No link between defence and attack. Bruno is the cog. Absolutely. He is the biggest, shiniest, best cog we've got in our team. Wait, that almost sounded like I said a little bit of something different there, man. I said cog, okay? Yeah, what's going on there, Footy with Brownie, lad? Yes, big 3 points for Fulham on Friday. Oh, nice one there, Football with Brownie. Yeah, good one. Yeah. Do you want to bet, mate? Do you want to bet? I'll bet you a tenner, Football with Brownie, lad. Do you want to bet, mate? I'll bet you a tenner. Put your money where your mouth is. We didn't get the best version of Mourinho. Well, that's the problem. We had the shittest board. If we'd have had Mourinho fully backed, maybe we could have done good stuff and won more things. But to be honest, Mourinho's just never the right fit for Manchester United anyway. Thank you, John Vallandigham. This channel loves you too. Thank you very much, John Vallandigham, for getting in here, mate. I will, but can I have the draw? To be honest, Football Bunny, you're much better off. Rather than having a bet with me, just going on the old the website and putting the bet on yourself, aren't you? Because you get much better odds on Fulham through a bookie than you will me, lad. Do you know what I mean? Hello there, Horrid Henry. What's going on there, Horrid Henry? 350k. Okay, so sorry. Anyway, where we were at there, guys, is we were just talking about Bruno Fernandes' wages and his money, and, it's expected he's probably, 350k or something like that. I think it's worth it. I think he's a top draw player, and I think we'll be doing ourselves a great service to get him signed up for a good few years of continued service, because he has been one of our best players over the last few years, no doubt, and he's a top draw player that all teams would want in world football, pretty much for the right price. Just a bit of the time frame of the situation, just a bit on that. This is also via Fabrizio Romano, who just says more on the Bruno Fernandes exclusive story. This was an hour or so ago. New deal agreed, as revealed today, and it could already be signed next week if all goes to plan. For sure, it will be in August, and for sure, it will be valid until 2027. He'll be among the top earners, and there will be a plus 1 year option. So it does seem like it's all basically going to happen as a formality, So he's agreed, he's happy with the contract offer of Manchester United, happy with the contract length. That's already been announced as, 2027 plus an option for an extra year, and seemingly happy with the amount of money. We don't know exactly what that is, but expected probably 350k a week, somewhere in that region, which I think he's worth every penny when you look at how much shite players are paid at the football club, and he's actually a good committed player, good pro. So I think we've done all right there, guys. Keeping Bruno at this club for another few seasons is excellent. If he was available tomorrow for Pep Guardiola or whoever, he would be very much wanted. And it's not because, De Bruyne, he's better than De Bruyne or anything, but he would be very much wanted. He's that sort of player that would get into all those teams and create so many chances. In fact, when I saw a little clip from, there was a little viral clip going around 6 months ago or something about Kevin De Bruyne choosing who he would choose out of the 5 midfielders in front of him or whatever in the league, and he put Bruno Fernandes number 1 because he just said this guy's an absolute creation machine, and he is a creation machine. Now we just need the players in front of him and around him to really benefit from that creation machine by putting chances in the back of the net and winning games. Like, if we can score these chances that are created, we've got no problems. Really, we create quite a lot. You look at that Community Shield game the other day against City. It was a travesty we didn't score more in normal time there with the amount of quality chances we created. So, yeah, once we've got that going, once hopefully Ruud van Nistelrooy's done his work on getting this team firing and hopefully scoring more goals, because that's probably what his modus operandi is at the football club, is to help us put the ball in the back of the net. Who better to learn from than Ruud van Nistelrooy, who's probably one of the greatest finishers in the box ever, perhaps can help at least sort of coach the players in terms of movement and all that sort of stuff and finishing and, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, our best signing post Sir Alex, absolute club hero. Get in there, my son. Absolutely, lad. Pep wouldn't have him. Yeah, Bruno Fernandes. Bruno haters in the mud. Pep wouldn't have him. Are you joking, Mr. Luigi? Pep would have him in the blink of an eyeball, lad. Are you joking? Pep would have him in a minute. You know why Pep would have him? Because Pep likes quality. Pep likes Rolls Royces to drive around in. And Bruno Fernandes is absolutely a Rolls Royce, mate. He would do bits in a Pep side, in all fairness, 100%. Smoky Sniper, thank you for your comment. Piggy, since Bruno come to United, I have said only De Bruyne is better, and even then, the first year it was hard to say who's better. The first 18 months, Bruno was better, mate. Like, I will say, I think De Bruyne is the best creative midfield player, in probably the world, but certainly the Premier League right now. But certainly that 18 months, the first 18 months that Bruno came, if you just look at the statistics for goals and chances and assists, Bruno was better, mate. So, yeah, but that was only the first 18 months, obviously. But as I say, Bruno's stats, they're actually kind of hindered by the shite in front of him, the players who can't take the chances. Let's discuss this then. Go on then, Jadon Sancho. Let's discuss this for a moment, Must Play. So, the Sancho situation... Look, he's probably not going anywhere, mate. Yeah, it's expected that it will stay. He could still go if there's a sensible offer from a club anywhere in the world, Saudi or wherever. I'm sure it will be listened to. But it has to be, 25, 30 million or some sort of loan deal where they cover everything in terms of his wages. And few and far between the clubs that are prepared to take a bang average player, overhyped prima donna ego melt like Jadon Sancho for top whack dollar. That's the problem here. So yeah, another player that we've overpaid and we're probably stuck with for the short term at least. But who knows, mate? Who knows? He could still go. But even if he doesn't go, he's still going to have some sort of a role in the squad. He's basically right down the pecking order, isn't he? He's the third choice centre forward. He's the third choice left winger. He's the third choice right winger, or even worse, maybe even lower down than third choice. So that's where he's at the moment in terms of the team. He's got to do his due diligence to try and fight his way back into the team. If he wants to show some bollocks, which I don't think he's got, but if he wants to show some bollocks and fight and convince us that he deserves a starting spot and convince Ten Hag that he's prepared to work and fight and work hard and, and try and get in the team, then fair play to him. But I don't really see that happening. I think personally he's a bit of a melter lad. I just think he's going to melt away. But the reality is he's loving it. He's laughing because, well, he's a very rich man. He's getting paid an insane amount. He's already probably got the best contract he's ever going to get in his career. And he's got that as a 24-year-old man or 24-year-old man. So it's unreal, really. But there you go. Jadon Sancho, though, I hope he goes. Because we need a new fresh start. He sort of represents one of those players that's just overhyped, overpaid, doesn't perform, isn't consistent, and also has a bad attitude, in my opinion. So, yeah, he represents all of that's kind of what's wrong with United as well. If we were to be able to get rid, I think that'd be a great move. Yeah, they were reportedly interested in him, Gaz. That's it. PSG interested in him. That might be one of the most likely places for him to go because they love an egomaniac prima donna melt over there, don't they, at PSG? Basically, prima donna melt FC over there. So they'd love it. But yeah, like the money involved is mad, mate. He's on crazy money. That's the problem. They do pay players crazy money, though. If we were to basically give him away for 20 mil, maybe there could be a deal done, but it's on whether United are actually prepared to cut their losses like that. Jadon's really toxic. Maybe Rajat. I mean, we sort of know what's going on, but we don't know the whole story. But certainly he was unprofessional last season, went out on loan, didn't help us out throughout the whole entire season, cost us a lot of money, and, it was shite. Yeah, exactly, Burby. You'd swap him for Veggie. Hate that guy. I would as well. Genuinely. Smash a 1 in the chat if you'd swap Sancho for Weghorst. I actually would, because at least Weghorst has the right mentality and he tries super hard and he's giving it his all every time. So that's what I want, even though he's a bit shite and he couldn't literally score barely 2 goals for us when he was here. He's still got a much better mentality than Jadon Sancho, and that's half the battle, really. Paul S., thank you for your super chat. Again, mate, Paul's going raw. Get some raw emojis in the chat there for Paul. Thank you, Paul, for all your rawness here, my lad. Appreciate all the super chats there, my son. Get in there, you beast. He comments and he says, Mr. P, seriously, what is Rashford's role? Garnacho and Diallo are better on the wings. They're proper starters. He can't play striker. Sancho, same. Great point, Paul. Yeah, what is his role? Well, I guess it's just like a rotationary player to play either at striker or left wing. Ten Hag, for some reason, seems to go to Rashford to play up top at striker sometimes when we've got a player out in that area. Sometimes he seems to play Rashford at striker. I don't like it either. I don't think he's a natural striker by any means. Left wing's his best position. It is, blatantly, his best position. But we've got Alejandro Garnacho over on the left wing who's just blatantly better than Gashi. So I'm with you. I think Rashford's second choice already on that left wing spot. And then right wing, Diallo's the tits at the moment. He's looking really good. You've got to stick with him. Maybe on paper, for certain games, perhaps you could argue the strongest lineup may feature Garnacho on the right wing and Rashford on the left wing. You could argue that, I suppose. So maybe you could get both of them on the pitch at the same time, Garnacho and Rashford. But look, it's good to have options. It's good to have the ability to rotate when you need to. But yeah, I'm with you there. I don't really see Rashford getting as many opportunities this season. We'll see, because he is like, he is obviously a proper big talisman in the squad. He's like one of the highest paid players in the squad and a huge name in the squad. And Ten Hag had that brilliant season out of him in his first season, so he's got a bit of credit in the bank with Ten Hag. But I don't know, Garnacho's just way better. Garnacho's just already better. Thank you, Peter, for subscribing to the channel, you legend. Let's go, Peter. Nice one. If you guys are new like Peter, hit the subscribe button. Also, you can give us a repost at the top of the live chat there. Click that link, give us a repost on Twitter, give us a follow-up. Flying Pig United on all platforms. Nice one. Okay, J United comments, Rashford is a Glazer favourite, probably has no choice but to play him. He's not on 350k to sit on the bench. Rashford needs to leave. Come on, Saudi. Yeah, I don't think Rashford would go to Saudi. Maybe PSG or somebody like that if they were to go in for him. I could see that. But I don't think he would go to Saudi, personally. You wish City bid for Rashford, great Alvarez replacement. You're the worm, says Peter. What a player Alvarez is. Unfortunately, he's gone for 81 mil or whatever it was to Atletico Madrid. But yeah, we should have had him when we could have got him several years ago for like 12 mil. Just wonder if Rashford has a must-play clause in his contract. Maybe Lewis Eraser. That is possible. Yet Berber says Rashford just likes feeding kids. He should dress up as Ronald McDonald and give out Happy Meals. PR merchant. Fair enough. I mean, he does good things off the field. You know, let's not mock him for doing good things off the field. But the problem there is that he can't let things that are happening off the field, and that goes for mental issues as well, affect how you regularly play on the pitch for United. Everyone's got their own stuff going on behind the scenes. You know, life's a shit sandwich, but the more bread you have with it, the better it tastes. So I don't feel that sorry for these twats on 350k a week, to be honest with you. But, you know, but then again, everybody has got problems, right? So I get that, and it can affect your on-field performances, I suppose. But people like Rashford just need to show what they're all about now. And do the business week to week consistently with no excuses. And if he does continue in the vein of last season where he's shit, he must be sacked off. Right, guys, I'm going to do a quick rundown of what we discussed in this video. I have got a FIFA stream set up as well. I got on here a bit late tonight, so forgive me. But I am going to get on and just give it to a quick recount of what we've said in this video for anybody who's just joining the stream. And then we'll pretty much wrap it up and go over to the gaming channel. Flying Pig Gaming is the name of the channel. We got a stream set up over there for some FC24 action. So if you're just joining us, guys, you missed the big headlines, I suppose, is that, well, for a start, Bruno Fernandes has reached an agreement on a new contract with Manchester United until 2027 with option for an extra year. It's expected that he will sign next week. Get in there, my son, Bruno! And then also, Ligt is expected to be completed tomorrow, as is Mazraoui. Medicals set for tomorrow, as is Bissaka's for West Ham as well. So 3 players there with 3 medicals, all for Monday. Monday medical day, folks. Tomorrow, medicals happening. Should be official announcements as well from both sides. Bayern boss has announced basically that it looks like it will be announced very shortly. He said, we'll see. We've already brought players and already have a squad that's very, very strong. It looks like it. Flights to Manchester medical booked for Monday. Ornstein also confirms it and says that work continues to resolve Aaron Wan-Bissaka's move from United to West Ham. There were some issues apparently, but hopefully everybody's optimistic and not concerned about this deal falling down or anything. He's meant to travel to London today, but he didn't. And he's supposedly now travelling tomorrow, Monday, for his medical at West Ham. Fab reports that West Ham are not worried on the Wan-Bissaka deal as documents have already been prepared. Final steps between Wan-Bissaka and Man United on payoff to be sorted soon, and then Aaron will be ready to complete his medical. And another report here from Florian Plettenberg from Germany that just says that medical for Wan-Bissaka on Monday morning. Tick. So that's the big news. There you go. 3 players having medicals, 2 in, 1 out. Nice business from Man United's point of view in a lot of ways. And still plenty more to do, work on Ugarte. And obviously that Bruno Fernandes signing in itself is big, big news for United as well, getting a player of that ilk to sign up for another few years. Get in there, my son. Bruno! All right, let me just read a couple more comments out. And sadly, I do have to wrap this stream up because we have got a... Oh, look, there you go, Berber, you legend. Look at that. Berber's put a link to the gaming stream in there. Let me pin that to the top of live chat, Berber, you legend. Right, okay, so I've just pinned that to the top of live chat. That is a link to the gaming stream on the gaming channel Flying Pig Gaming. If you're not subscribed to Flying Pig Gaming, click that link and subscribe to Flying Pig Gaming. And also we'll be over there in 5 minutes starting the FC24 stream, so come and join us for that as well. Nice one, mate. Yeah, I love the Spider. Yeah, I know. His position's not the best. Bit of an error-prone melt. But in terms of defensively, what a beast, lad. I love him. I love Wan-Bissaka. I'd have kept him all day. But look, I'm not in charge of Man United, so there you go. Bruno, 350k. I think he's worth it. Yes, Simon Warner. Come over to the gaming channel, mate. Flying Pig Gaming. Yes, Dad. Palmer, what's going on? Me too, Palmer. I think we should have kept him personally. Great defensive option at that right-back spot as well. Guys, I've got to wrap this stream up. Everyone, click the link once here again. Here's the link in the live chat there. Oh, no, sorry, no, that's not it. Never mind, that's the wrong one. That's me, that's my tweet. Never mind. Let me get the link here once again. Everybody, go over to this link right now. By the way, before you do go, actually, smash that like, hit the subscribe on Flying Pig United YouTube channel here for the latest United news. Click the bell icon for notifications, don't miss any of the streams. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick at Flying Pig United. Oh, nice one, Unicorn Sky. Do send me a picture on Telegram. I'll show everyone on the gaming stream. Quality. Thank you for that. I agree with you, Jay. Bissaka, good, consistent player. I think we'll miss him, and it might even come up to bite us in the botty as well one day if we play West Ham and he has a worldie against us. You know what I mean? Thank you, Oliver, Paul, Rajatler, all the members, all the moderators. Thank you, all the super chatters, all the chatters, all the mods, all the members, and everybody who's got in here raw. Go over to this link. Subscribe and like for the gaming channel stream, and I'll see you over there in 5 minutes, folks. And also, big up everyone in this community, you absolute legends. You can also come back after this is finished and get your thoughts and opinions in about anything we've discussed in this video. You know, Mazraoui, Ligt, Bissaka, Bruno Fernandes, whatever. Come back after this is finished and get your thoughts in. The debate does not have to stop there. But that's it for me, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Short one tonight, but that's the latest transfer news updates. We'll be live tomorrow, obviously, on the channel, covering the medicals and covering the latest reports. And hopefully official announcements and things like that. God bless you all. Piggy loves you. Come and join us for the gaming stream, and I'll see you shortly. And remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.